Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new automatic cards coming in NBA 2K25 My Team, including Invincible Luka, my favorite player in basketball. Not to mention a bunch of other incredible looking cards. A Dark Matter Tacko, a 100 overall Bull, 100 overall Kyle Korver is an interesting name. I would think Invincible Klay should be good, Invincible Blake should be good, and GOAT David Robinson should be an absolute stud as well. This looks like a fun, deep, really good drop all the way around, and a drop that I am excited to interact with here in NBA 2K25 My Team. For me personally, thinking selfishly, I'm a Mavs fan. I'm a huge Luka fan. Obviously, he's not a Mav anymore, but he's my favorite player in the league. He's a player I want to add to my team. You know what I mean? Especially on my God squad. I got 6 million MT. Luka will be coming home. I'll probably be selling Ben Simmons and adding Luka, assuming that 2K does right by him. Now, Blake Griffin, that's an elite level small forward. It could be an extremely good card. Me personally probably won't be getting him because of price tag, and I already have obviously Pettit and LeBron. I'm tempted to sell LeBron to get somebody with some more size. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet. GOAT Drob will be a nasty card, but obviously he's going to be unattainable for 99% of the community. And then the 100 overalls. Here's the interesting thing. A Dark Matter Tacko, 100 overall Bull, those should be really expensive cards. D-Fox will be cheap. Korver, we'll see. I think he'll be relatively cheap too. Tacko's obviously going to be, he's that man, right? Like he could easily be the best quote unquote attainable center in the game. The question really does become, will Tacko be actually attainable or not? Because the price tag on that card could very easily be 700K and it could easily be like 400K. I don't think it'll be below that unless 2K just makes him a lot worse than I think they're going to. My expectation is that he'll have around an 80 speed and around an 83 ball. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, very interesting drop tomorrow. Some really exciting names mixed in throughout the drop, and hopefully some more high level other cards to come as well in terms of the Dark Matters that have not been announced or things of that nature. But a very interesting drop on the surface, without a doubt. Not probably a meta changing drop. Like I doubt a single card in tomorrow's drop is actually the best card at their position in the game, but it's a meta shifting a little bit drop in that a lot of these cards are probably going to impact some of the better teams in the game and are going to give people a lot more really good options to choose from. So we'll start with David Robinson. I would be surprised if he has his own jump shot. He might have his own base. I don't think he'll have his own upper. As a GOAT card, the jumper's just not good enough for his Dark Matter. I think maybe they either change the upper to try to improve the jumper or just give him a different jump shot altogether, because this shot really isn't great at this point. And if he has this shot, then I think he'd be pretty mid. Now he's a GOAT card. I don't think he will. And the honest truth is also that I think this card is going to be absolutely souped. He'll have every single SIG, every single badge. He'll be nasty. That being said, Kareem already came out. Kareem's probably better than anything this card could possibly be. As good as this card could be, he's not as good as Kareem. And the honest truth is he's only 7-1. Like, this is not a game-breaking card. Is he going to be really good? Yes. Is there already a lot of really good 7'1" bigs in my team? Also, yes. There's no reason this card is going to be game breaking at all. He's certainly a card, not a card you need to spend a bunch of money to try to chase after and get. And I think that's probably the truth with pretty much the majority of this drop, in all honesty. Luca, Klay, and Blake, again, all interesting cards, none of whom I think are absolute must-haves. Again, if you're a big fan of a card, like I am with Luka, for me personally, I'm going to want to add him. I'd be totally fine if he has the same jumper too. Just give him Pro 2 Fade. Give him Darius Garland dribble style, Steve Francis size up, Trey or Steph or Kemba escape, and Trey behind the back. Leave his drag back the same though. Leave him with the Luka drag back. But everything else, I would really appreciate it if they would change some of that stuff, because obviously Luka's animations on his 100 overall were a bit underwhelming. He wasn't as good of a card as people thought he would be. This Invincible had better be souped, at least for me personally. It's probably the best Luka card we're getting this year. Very good chance anyway. I mean, maybe he gets a GOAT card. I don't know, towards the end of the year. But at this point, there's a good chance this is the last Luka card of the year. So as a Luka fan, I selfishly am hoping that he's absolutely souped and that he's one of the very best Invincible point guards in the game. We'll see. Klay Thompson, I would assume, will also be very good. Another guy who already has a 100 overall. Would assume his animations just will be better overall, like Garland dribble style instead of Jalen Green. Probably better behind the back. Wonder if they'll change the jumper or not, because his jumper is good, but it is an Invincible card. I wouldn't say that the jumper that he has right now is a spectacular elite jump shot or anything like that. So to me, it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the same jumper, but a change jumper. But honestly, I'm not that excited about him compared to Luka anyway, to be totally honest. Just as a Mavs fan, I'm not as excited about that card as I am about this card. That's the honest truth. Blake Griffin. I mean, he should be a really, really good card, like really good. His 100 overall is still great. 6'9" with 6'11" wingspan. Doesn't have unbelievably ridiculous size, but certainly enough at the small forward position. He's got 99 stats across the board. And he's got, I mean, an elite release. Well, I'd say Isaac base Oscar upper on very quick. I'm not sure I'd still call it an elite release, but it feels really good. Isaac's base is a lot better than his upper, and Oscar upper works well with it. Pro 2 Fade, Garland, Kemba. He had pretty decent SIGs for a card in March. They upgrade the size up and the behind the back on this card, and he is an absolute demi. I mean, he'd be an absolute stud as well. Should be one of the better small forwards in the game, I would assume anyway, on the level of your Bronze and Cowens and guys like that at the small forward position. Definitely a card who I expect to be extremely elite as well. Bull needs a change jumper to be extremely elite. Obviously the stats and badges at 7'3" will make him good, but the stats and badges on this card were already good, and he's not a super popular card. His jumper this year is just not that good. I would have to assume 2K changes his release and probably a lot of his SIGs as well, because he's one of those guys, even though he's only 100 overall, that I think 2K probably views as a pack seller, which is understandable. He's a 7'3" big who could play power forward and should be really, really good. Yeah, it's, I don't know. We'll see. I would assume he gets an entire makeover animations. Pretty much nothing like what his dark matter is, would be my guess anyway. He's a card who obviously will be really good, but probably also one of the most expensive 100 overalls in my team as well. So I think that is something that is also worth keeping in mind. Now, moving on, besides that, I think, I mean, I don't know what else. I would say the rest of these cards besides Tacko are not that exciting. Like, could Korver be good? Absolutely. Is Korver a guy who's getting the community unbelievably excited at this point? No, not really. You know what I mean? Like, is he going to be a good card? Sure. There's a ton of good shooting guards. I mean, let's be honest. Is he better than 100 overall Larry Bird? Probably not. Is he better than Dark Matter? I mean, Invincible Ron Artest or Invincible Paul George or something? Maybe Paul George. I don't know. My best guess is with that card that he's borderline top 10 shooting guard at best. Good card, yes, but not unbelievably exciting by any means. De'Aaron Fox, I mean, he's good. He's going to be fun, but he's short. He's 6'3", so he's limited in terms of how good he can be as well. And then obviously you have Tacko, who Taco's kind of that main headlining name, even if he is only a dark matter. Now, his pink diamond earlier this year had 39 speed and 33 ball, so that's not going to cut it. But Tacko did not have cards oh, he did have cards last year. I thought Tacko didn't have cards last year. I was wrong. Okay, so Tacko had this 100 overall last year. This Mitchell Robinson, DeLon Wright release, I believe, is what he has this year as well, if I'm not mistaken. Does he have, and yeah, it's a very good jumper, by the way, as well, so I'm totally fine with that shot, especially since it'll be on very quick now. When is the last time he had a dark matter? He had an end game in 2K23. He had this 95 in 2K23, 64 speed, 73. 3 ball. He should absolutely be better than this card. Has he ever had this like a regular dark matter? That's what I'm trying to see. They had this My Team Anniversary card. He had some out of position glitched cards and stuff. Oh, this Galactic Tacko Fall was, I think, just a base dark matter Tacko. 82 speed, 82 3 ball. If he's something like this, he's an absolute beast, because he's 7'6" with an absolutely gigantic player build and a very nice jump shot. If they give him over 80 speed, over 83 ball, he will be one of the best big men in my team. No doubt about it, and I hope that they do, because even if he is going to be expensive for a dark matter, he will be more affordable than a lot of other cards in my team, especially a lot of higher tier cards, and he's a guy that I think will make a lot of people's teams better without having to absolutely break for the bank for him. Do I expect him to be expensive for dark matter standards at this point in the year? Yes. Do I expect him to be relatively, at least close to what I would consider an attainable price, around 500K? Yeah, I would think so, and I would think over time he'll probably drop a bit. And we needed another elite big man who's not 100 overall, and I think Tacko's exactly that. So I'm excited for tomorrow's content. It looks good, honestly. I think for me personally, I'm more excited because I love Luka, obviously, and a Luka that I'm going to be able to get is exciting, especially since he should be really good in a way that his 100 never quite was. But I am excited to use the card, and I'm excited about tomorrow's draw. I think it's a lot of fun content, a lot of gameplays that should be fun. Hopefully some more high-level attainable cards as well. But that is going to do it for the video. Hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.